Husser, a real estate broker and creator of The Referral Agent, a subscription membership for the modern real estate agent that provides curated lead generation campaigns designed purposefully to attract more buyers and sellers for you. Right now, in the spring of 2020, we are in the midst of battling two crises: a global pandemic and a shortage of homes on the market. With the two issues combined, it's the perfect storm to switch gears and perfect your listing presentation, this time learning how to present your marketing and other relevant listing information virtually to your prospects. If you're watching this and it's past the springtime of 2020, there are key steps included that are still relevant to helping you list homes, whether you still do it virtually or in person. So let's dive in. I'm going to walk you through the 4 effective steps you need to do to host a successful virtual listing presentation: the invite and confirmation, the research, the price, and the close. First, get out a piece of paper and a pen to jot down some notes. Okay, let's get started. The primary goal on the virtual call is to get the listing document signed, but considering this is the last step in the 4-step process, we have some legwork to do before we can ask for the listing. A virtual listing presentation is very similar to conducting an in-person listing presentation. The main difference is that you won't be sitting in your seller's home, which can present some challenges. I'm going to show you some ways to overcome those obstacles, leaving nothing to stand in your way of signing more listings this year. The invite and the confirmation. Things are slightly different right now as we've shifted our focus to a more virtual society, so the ways in which we communicate are evolving. Not all consumers are on the same page with how to commute virtually, and those are the ones we need to teach to get on board with these new ways. At this point, you and the seller have agreed to meet to discuss how you can help them sell their home. Here's how to get people to say yes to your proposed virtual listing presentation method. Ready? Choose a platform to host your video chat. Zoom is extremely popular right now and is user-friendly, and depending on the volume of calls you do, can be free to use. Create an account on there and set up a meeting. There are only a few steps to do this. It's very simple and user-friendly. Email the listing meeting invitation to the seller asking them to open up the link on the day and time of the meeting. If they're having trouble with the technology, take the time to explain to them that once they click on the link, they must follow the prompts in order to open the video. Explain that it's just like flipping on a light switch. Once the setup is complete, the video turns on and both of you are now on the same screen together and are able to view and talk with each other. Just like any opportunity you get to meet with a seller, you must build rapport and trust prior to your meeting at the seller's home. To close the gap on this bridge, send them some listing information via email 2 to 3 days prior to your meeting. Let's go over a few ideas of what to send to paint the picture on why you're the agent they should list with. We're going to talk about some ideas of the content you can send, but the way in which you send it should be through a video. Even if you have documents to send, accompany the documents with an email. I use BombBomb for video emails. It's simple and easy to post videos there, no matter how long the video may be. Other simple email platforms like Microsoft Office, Yahoo, Gmail, for example, they tend to make it difficult to send large video files. BombBomb gets the job done, and they have analytics that will track your message. This is not sponsored, it's just what I use, and I've found success with it. Send a video confirming the appointment to the seller and include the following information with your video email. I keep this confirmation short and sweet so that it's direct in confirming our appointment. Personally thank them in the video for the opportunity to present how you can help them sell their home. Acknowledge that you know they have many choices with other real estate professionals and that you'll work hard to earn their business. In the email message, provide a copy of the Homeowner's Guide to Selling, a map of your closed property sales, customer testimonials, and a blank copy of a listing agreement and disclosures for their review. Keep it simple. Additionally, since we have not been out to the home prior to our listing appointment, I encourage you to do a drive-by of the home, take some photos of the property and the neighborhood to get a feel for the value, send the seller a photo or a video in front of the property, and insert a compliment on something you love about the home. It can be as simple as, "Hi Patty, I love the wreath on your front door." The second step is the research. Since you may not have been in the home yet and have only done the drive-by, it's still imperative to see the interior of the home for obvious reasons, like condition, updates, and upgrades. You're not there to do a walkthrough tour with the seller. However, here's how you can make it easy for clients to participate in a virtual presentation. There are two simple options. Either ask the sellers to FaceTime and walk around the home while you're on the phone with them together and ask them to describe the condition and recent updates that they've done. Or have them walk around each room and take a video of each room to send to you. I recommend one video per room so that it's easy to text it in bite-sized pieces to you. Otherwise, if the video is 5 minutes long because they showed you the entire home in one shot, the video will be tough to text over to you. Be sure to ask them to send you the video ahead of time so you have the opportunity to review and price the home accordingly. The third step is the price. Gather the information for the comparative market analysis ahead of time and send the report to the seller to review prior to your call. When you're ready to review it on the call, the seller will have seen the other values and have a better idea of where their home value is. We're coming out of a global pandemic where the market shifted and we as a society pivoted. You must explain the history of where the property values were, and here's what's happening now. Present your report thoroughly on your video chat. In a nutshell, this is what we know about the property values and sales. This is what we think is going to happen based on the history. And this is the price of where we can premiere your listing at. Finally, there is the close. Just like any listing presentation, there will be objections to overcome while you're on the video chat. Address all of the seller's concerns with how you will solve their problem. Once you do that, it's time to ask them to finalize the listing agreement and explain you'll send over the documents through your electronic signature service program. Have this email or link ready to go to send to the seller immediately while you're on the phone. They can open it while you're still talking, and you can assist them with reviewing the documents and signing them. The process of a virtual listing presentation is very similar to your in-person meeting, but can be done more efficiently and just as successfully as if you were at the home. The key differences are in the legwork prior to the video meeting, where you need to advise and rely on the seller to send you those property tour videos and explain the upgrades and updates in their home. Another key piece of the puzzle is driving by the home and through the neighborhood and sending the seller a message with a compliment in it. This shows you're at the home doing as much due diligence as you possibly can. So let's review here the 4 essential steps to signing more listings virtually. We have the invitation, which includes a video email and sending over e-documents ahead of the listing consultation meeting. The second step, next we're going to research the home and neighborhood and the property values to put together in a comparative market analysis report. This is when you will have to advise the seller to get you those property tour videos and a list of all the updates they've made in the home. Doing this prior to your video presentation, it makes the seller more accountable and invested in the sale of their home and for their meeting with you. Price out the home accordingly, looking at the history of local sales and what the market has been doing over the last few months. Lastly, present your information in a well thought out plan, just like you would if you were sitting at the seller's kitchen table. Address any concerns the seller has. Right now, a big concern is health and safety measures, which should be addressed, and ask for the listing. Send the documents in an e-file for e-signatures while on the call so you can review and assist the sellers in signing them. Thanks so much for tuning into this video on how to sign more listings virtually. As the world changed this year, we're seeing more businesses switch from an office type setting to allowing all employees to work at home. These changes can lead to a more virtual world altogether, and virtual listing presentations may just be how you run your business for years to come. You're equipped with the information to do it now. If you have any questions about the information or about the tech part of the presentation, comment below and I'll do my best to answer. Also, give this video a like and comment on it if you enjoyed watching and learning something new. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.